Gaining weight back. He was just, remember that song, June is Busting Out All Over? God, like a walking ad for it. All right, now we're going to get this all in today. 10:14 at WIOD. I could do the whole show on the sales department, but I was doing that before I went away. So it'll be just picking up where I left off. I mean, they are so impossible. Some instructions to start scooting?
No.
I don't want them to be scooting. I got enough problems with them.
All right, but every so often they have to scoot.
In fact, my little dog last night during the middle of the night did something in the kitchen he hasn't done in months, and it wasn't scooting. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, we all
started with the same letter and ended with the same one, but that was about it.
We all make accidents. But anyway...
Miriam, watch out for him. He's dangerous, man. He's just a lech.
Well, if either of your dogs
He
starts
took Degeneracy 101 at U of M. That's all, the only class he attended.
I want to teach you something that I learned.
Don't forget your keys, Adam. Now, what is it about scooting?
Take the dog to the vet and tell him that you want his anal expressed.
His anal express?
Uh-huh. He will explain to you.
Is that like Federal Express?
May I tell you what it is?
Yeah. In other words, if you don't like somebody, send them a package through Anal Express. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. In a passage.
What time is your show on? You got better material than I do, I'll tell you that.
No, listen.
Anal Express?
Uh-huh. It's the truth. I just came from the vet today and had curly trees.
Is that like American Express?
No, listen. When they go to the bathroom... Now
well, here, let me put my hotel bill on my Anal Express.
And you ask your vet, and he's going to tell you that that lady's right.
What lady is right? Oh, you mean you?
Me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, when they go to the bathroom, something should come out with it. And when it doesn't...
Wait a minute. I don't understand. Something should come out?
A coating, yes. A
coating?
Yeah, like a...
Well, I really don't inspect. You know what I'm saying? That's not one of my...
I'm telling you what causes
there are some people who are into that, but that's not my cup of tea, if I can say that.
Well, I mean, you'll save your dog a lot of...
There should be a coating?
Yeah, like a grease, you know.
A coating? You mean like on a can, like on a soup can in the supermarket? A universal pricing code?
A goo.
Goo?
Yes.
Man, this is in the middle of the lunch hour, and you're talking about goo on poop?
All right, now listen.
What kind of a show do you think this is? It wasn't bad enough that we had the thing from the Aerodynamics Center.
This is important for your dog, though.
They're doing just fine without the goo, okay?
Yeah, but I mean, if ever it happens, ask your
Yeah, it's
vet.
always good to be prepared, okay?
Anyway, they have two little glands by their anal. And
they have what?
Two little glands. A gland on each
And now
side.
Miriam's joining in, you have to squeeze it. What are you, like a bunch of perverts?
No.
I'm not going to start squeezing my dog's glands.
Listen, I've
That's all I need. I'll get kicked out of the neighborhood. I don't have enough baggage to carry already. Oh, he squeezes his dog's glands in the backyard. Are you people nuts?
No.
The SPCA will be there in a half an hour.
That's a necessity.
It's a necessity?
Right.
I got to squeeze my dog's glands?
Maybe not.
I don't think so. They were fixed a long time ago. I don't think nothing's going to happen squeezing their glands.
Listen, when the dog scoots, you take him to the vet, and he doesn't have worms. Ask him, does he need...
Adam wants to come back in. I might consider squeezing his, but that's about it.
Listen, everybody can't do that. You've got to take it to the vet or to somebody that...
I thought you said I got to do it. Now the vet is going to squeeze his glands?
That's right.
How about the dogs?
And then it empties them out, and now my little girl is...
It empties what out?
The goop that didn't come out with what should have come out. The coating.
This is the goop lady. The next time you call me back, you just identify yourself. You can be the goop lady. Okay? Because it sounds like you've got a lot of expertise in this.
No,
in this area.
I just had dogs all my life.
It's the Anal Express lady.
And this is the first dog, my pug, that had
I beg your pardon?
I say I've had dogs
What
all
is his
my
name?
life.
Pug?
I have a little pug, yes. A darling little pug. And it's the first time that I learned about
That's what Sud said, too. I have a little...
And listen, you know what?
Yeah?
Remember when you told about your little girl dog lifting her leg when she makes a wee-wee?
No, it's a little boy dog.
Oh, well then she should lift her leg. I thought it was a little girl dog.
Well, he only, he like alternates every other one. He's undecided now. He's like in between.
My little girl dog lifts her leg.
You seem to be like obsessed with potty habits of dog. Like, is this like your area of main interest?
I just like a happy dog.
You like a happy dog?
They have an itching that they can't scratch. Just think the poor dog. That's why they scoot. So
They scoot because they have an itch that they can't scratch.
that's right.
So if you don't want
That's
your
right.
dog to scoot, scratch
Did
it.
you ever have an itch that you couldn't scratch?
Yeah, let your dog do it. It's 11 after 1 at WIOD. You and I both know how difficult it is to find an auto mechanic you can really trust.
It is so hard.
Someone who will fix your car the right way the first time, not rip you off. That's why we always recommend Jim Rohiro at Advanced Automotive. They know their stuff. They're in Pembroke Pines.
He was in love with the only person he could truly love. It's the love story of the decade. Geraldo and Geraldo. Coming soon to network TV in the longest-running love story ever.
Join me, Geraldo Rivera, as I interview myself on the next Geraldo.
Geraldo and Geraldo. True love behind a mustache. Don't miss it.
1:15 at WIOD. Jeff Cohen was just in here. I just thought I'd mention that briefly from Pizza Loft. Now, you didn't bring that thin, you haven't made that yet, have you? See? Mr. Hotshot. Oh, I'm going to make you that thin, flaky pizza crust. Yeah, we're waiting for it. I think flaky is the only part he had right. Boca.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm not a first-time caller. I'm a second-time caller.
Well, how is it?
I'm so tired of hearing that.
Yeah.
Listen, first thing
Well, you
off.
see, they think if they say that somehow they're going to get like a break. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, go easy on me. It's my first time.
Okay. Well, go even easier on me. It's my second time. Anyway,
Yeah.
first thing I want to say is tired of hearing about the Mets, tired of hearing about the Pirates.
Well, you
tired
sure
of-
haven't heard much of it on this show today. We just covered that briefly with a small blanket, and that was it. We've had, I don't know what we've talked about today other than that.
We haven't heard enough about the Cubs.
We had plenty about the Cubs. Let's
I
not
wanna
get
hear
carried
more.
away. No, you don't want to hear any more about the Cubs.
I want to hear more. I want to see him do it. Anyway,
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
I have a tape that I bought on a little teeny island where they marry each other
You're kidding.
out in Treasure Cay.
Yeah.
And it's called Jeff the Muff Diver. Have you ever heard it?
Not on the air. We won't hear it.
Oh, it's extremely clean.
Yeah. But we're not going to be hearing it on the air. Let me say it again.
Okay. All right.
Until I
well,
get to hear it off the air. If you want to send me the tape, I'd be glad to.
It also has another great song called "Who Put the Pepper in the Vaseline,"
Uh-huh.
and kind of goes, "Your mother is your sister, but your father doesn't know."
Right.
Sort of along those lines.
Sounds like something that would be real good on one of those, like a Homestead station. It ought to be really good.
Another question.
One of those kind of Yahoo stations.
Yeah.
2 out. The Cubs 1 out away from their 6th in a row. The pitch.
Yeah.
Who was the goo master who called earlier? She was killing me.
The Goo Man.
I was on hold. The lady with the glands.
No, that's the what do we call her? The scooting lady. That's on tape. She called a couple of weeks ago.
She's the goo master. She was incredible.
Yeah.
That was on tape?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
I'm killing you. Yeah.
Hey, suck him out. Cubs win. Cubs win.
Okay. Now you should be happy.
I'm on my way.
I got to be honest with you. This has been. I hope the first call you made to the show was better than this. This has been the most vacuous. I've had to fill the gaps for you here. It's been incredible.
Well, if you give me a chance to talk.
Well, what do you want to say?
I want to say,
What was it?
have you been to Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what do you mean? Have I been to Chicago? Have you listened to the show before?
Yes, I have.
Well, then what are you asking me a stupid question like that?
want to make sure
You're
that
digging a hole so deep, man, we could put the whole Chinese army in there and have room for Gorbachev's grape stain left over.
Hey, you got a minute? Tell me how you know.
See ya. God almighty. And he's ripping the other callers? We love our first-time callers, sir. The second-timers are the one we would get really upset about. The ones who exhausted all their material in their first call. We have an open line in Broward in the center square at 524 WIOD. We apologize if you joined in late. We got off to a tremendous start this morning. We gave away a copy of the video Ghost, and we gave away a couple of Dolphin tickets for Saturday night's game against the Saints. We had a couple of ladies who were clawing tooth and nail at each other. We sent them away both happy and ecstatic. And then at about 10:35, Henry Barrow, Andy Kalb, Elaine Etour, and the bunch of fascist pigs in our news department just totally destroyed the whole, just the whole ambiance of this day was turned into into a sump pump, into a sewer, into the turlet. How's the pizza, George? George is not bad for Jeff. 119 at WIOD, Miami.
Yes, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm a second-time caller, so get ready.
Well, I'm sure you can't outdo that last guy.
Let's see. First
Talk
on
about having nothing to say.
Hello.
Yeah.
First on Misery. You're wrong about the movie. Skip the movie and read the book.
I don't want to read the book. I already saw the movie 3 times. I love the movie. I'm sure the book is great, but when she cuts all his parts off, it just, leaves me a little limp.
No, they missed the point completely in the movie. But,
Well, what is the point?
Well, it's a lot like that play by Tennessee Williams, Camino Real. It's about the danger of safety.
The
It's hard to
danger of
explain.
safety?
It's hard. I can't explain in a couple of sentences the point of an entire book. But yes, about the danger of security. It's sort of like
I know that, Mr. Man.
Yeah, right. It's sort of like the battered wife syndrome or something.
You know why he got into all that trouble, don't you?
What's that?
He didn't get out of the Costa-Doody car.
That was his problem right from the start.
Right, okay, great. Well, now I'm a little bit ticked off about something.
I don't care what you say. I'm sure the book was great, but her acting in that movie was so good. She was just... Did you see the movie?
Yeah.
And you didn't like it?
Well, it was good, but just, comparing it to the book.
But that's always true. I mean, I don't know anything where the movie is better than the book. That's always true. But with reading a book, you got to, invest hours and hours of time. And the movie was like an hour and 47 minutes, and it was great.
Well, I don't know. Reading's good for you. You should spend more time reading.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, I want to get to my main point, which is that I'm a little bit ticked off about you complaining about the news this morning. I'm sure that you have lots of important things to say, but, the destiny of hundreds of millions of people is riding on...
Sir, let me say this to you. There was nothing about the destiny of hundreds of million people that was said in the last 8.5 minutes of that press. Whatever he knew and whatever he had to say was said in the first 90 seconds, and beyond that, it was just the same repetitive crap that we get in every press conference, okay? If there had been some earth-shattering... I don't have that kind of a massive ego that there have been some earth-shattering news that I would have said, oh, gee, they're screwing around with our show. There was nothing there, and they let it go on and on and on and on to the point of nausea, sir.
Yeah, but at this point, just about anything he says is important. And
I got
don't
news
like to
for
hear
you,
from
sir.
him either.
What is it?
I don't like to hear from him either. I can't stand Bush, but at this point, it is kind of important. Just about
No, it's
anything he
not.
says.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Saying that we're on the phone and we're keeping in contact is not important, sir. Have a nice day and go read your book. Pseudo-intellectual pig. Don't put any more second-time callers on this show today. I'd rather talk to those stupid little kids and find out if they're all sleeping on the floor with each other, okay? At least that might be exciting, as opposed to some suit out there. Oh, well, the book was so much better than the movie. It missed the point. Well, what is the point? Well, I don't know. You slimeball. Butch up, will you, pal? You make me sick. Probably Henry Barrow's illegitimate son. One of them. It's 122 at WIOD. 3 South Florida Porsche, I'm so sorry. All the Suds are listening today. Owners are glad they heeded their dealer's advice by having a low jack installed in their cars. Try one. Hey, listen, there's always plenty of room for gefilte fish. Oh, wait a minute, forget it. Murray just came in here, okay? I'll have a little something. 30 dozen eggs. I'll be damned. What are we going to do with those? Let's throw them at the news people, okay? Murray says, to hell with the food. I'm bringing a bunch of eggs in here. They're like in egg cartons. You are a food pusher. You're a bad influence, you know it? Adam, what is it? Can I take a look at it? And the pie, too? Oh, that's a little too... I don't like that thick stuff, but I will have a piece of meat. Boy, delicious. 127 at WIOD, North Miami.
Neil,
Yeah.
I done, I'd ran, I'd wreck. Back to Mother Russia.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's one less convenience store in this town. We have an open line in Dade, 751 WIOD. Miami Lakes.
Well, Neil.
Yeah.
How are you doing, man?
Okay, mine.
Listen.
What's happening, mine?
You know the tensions you got in the world today, man, especially in the Soviet Union. You got the republics rebelling, man. You got justice saying all these things.
Yeah.
And here in the domestic department, you got the baseball teams like the Cubs and the Mets playing like trash, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, man, but I suspect that's all because of Pee Wee Herman, man.
I think so.
You know, Pee Wee passa chubby, man. He plays himself a little bit, blesses people, people get upset.
Yeah.
There's tensions everywhere, man. You know what happened? I think that this guy, Gorbachev, he was into that too, man.
Could be. Maybe that's where that purple grape stain came from.
That might be it, man. You never know. And
Okay, man. 128. What is this? Eric Lambert got all of his relatives on here in time for the wedding now? Boy, is it true that Eric Lambert's getting married to Wayne Huizenga? That ought to be exciting. Palm Beach Gardens.
Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
I'm not a second-time caller. I'm a second-time-and-a-half caller.
Okay.
All right?
You couldn't outdo those other two, I'll tell you that.
Oh, please.
The one guy who wants to hear every minute of all that boring crap, he's the only one out there that wanted to hear it. He must have called Henry and said, put it on and leave it on.
You believe some of these buttholes will waste your time nowadays?
No.
I can't believe it. I got 3 things to say. Number 1, Luke Perry should kick his own ass out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Elvis should bury himself again.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hurricanes need to go to the nearest barber shop and get their hair cut.
Amen.
All right?
Good job, sir.
And I'd like
the
to put
best
someone
call
in
of the
douchebag.
month, yes?
Michael Whitman. He's a big surfing, wipeout, spongy douchebag.
You're kidding. Okay.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too. Over and out. Thank you so much, Murray. Who was that guy at the counter that was doing that Yenta routine about? Who the hell was that? Some schlumper? Yeah. He's got to make a phone call and try to interfere like you don't know how to do it, okay? Yeah. Oh, man. There's a Yenta on every corner. Thank you, Murray. We will. We'll have a good one or two, maybe. 1-800-9... Look at this. This is the second time he's... like on some of those TV specials, where the performer's on for an hour and a half and they come out, they keep changing their clothing. Mitch Lewis came in this morning with this stupid shirt and a tie on. Then he comes in here a little while ago dressed really sloppy like he usually is. Now he's got the shirt and the tie back on again. And he's wearing Dan Rather's piece. I can't believe it. Oh, that's the new hair from... I'm sorry. Miami Beach, hello. On the Star Line? Going once? Going twice? Oh, what is it?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, speak to us.
Who is this?
Gorbachev. Mikey. What do you want, sir? Okay. Let's go to Sunrise. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Uncle Neil.
Yeah, I am.
How's it wagon?
Okay.
Good. Well, the other caller you had talking about the misery book,
Mm-hmm.
he blew my thing, but about the book. I know you don't want to
I don't really give a damn about the book. I'm not going to read the book. I don't care about the book.
Yeah, well, just
Why is it that every movie you see you enjoy, you have to read the book? First of all, it's fiction. I don't read fiction. I don't waste my time with fiction.
Well, you watched it on the
But that's a movie. A movie is escape. I go to a movie to escape. I read a book because I want to read about something that happened. You understand? I don't read fiction books, and I haven't read fiction books in years.
Right.
I'm not interested.
Right.
I think the last fiction book I read was The Godfather. That's like 20 years ago.
All right, just for a quick example. Now, there's no hidden messages, and there's no message to the book. The broad was twice the size of Annie in the film. She was
I
like,
know that, Mr. Man.
she was about Buck Buchanan size. She was 6'5", and she could talk.
Well,
to
sign her up
She's
for
great.
crying out loud. Maybe we get a little pass rush or something going.
Right.
We need her.
She was awesome in the book.
Yeah.
But the one scene, remember he's got the knife tucked under the bed?
Right.
He's got the knife stash?
Yep. And then she came in the middle of the night and gave him the shot.
Right. But he was looking over her. I mean, she was looking over him, and he's got the knife there. And in the movie, all they see is the look of anger in his face.
Yeah.
But in the book, like the one passage, the one line was, if I can recall it right, I can't wait. He's got his hand on the knife, and I can't wait to cut the vein that services the blood to this crazy woman's brain. And it's just a look in the movie, but in the book, just a
He
laugh.
said, I can't wait to drain the vein?
When, I can't wait to cut the
I guess
vein.
you couldn't wait either if you're lying in that bed all those days.
And, just to sever the blood that services this crazy woman's brain.
Well, what does that mean?
I mean,
So what about-
he couldn't wait to slice her throat.
Yeah, so what about it?
Well, it was funny, and of course it's better than Ray King wrote it and the way I recited it.
Yeah.
I didn't have it
I guess you had to
verbatim
be
anyway.
there. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, go see The River's Edge. I heard a woman call the other day and talk about it. The movie's fantastic.
What the hell is that?
It's a Dennis Hopper movie, and he got his men at best.
Oh, this isn't like Blue Velvet, is it?
No, tons
Oh,
better. No,
thank God. I still can't watch Blue Velvet. I don't get
No,
it.
it
There's
didn't blow
something...
me away either. I'm a Hopper
No,
fan.
I can't get past the first 20 minutes of Blue Velvet, especially when Bobby Vinton starts singing.
You'll laugh. You'll laugh a lot at The River's Edge.
Okay.
He plays with a blow-up doll. He's got a bunch of kids that come around and try to score pot off of him. He's an old burnout hippie that lives by himself.
Oh, it's about Chuck Meyer?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay.
See you. 133. Well, we're going to get that news department one way or the other, okay? Don't forget Ellis, Reuben, and his Reuben sandwich with a Chuck Meyer this afternoon from 3 to 5. All those big exposés. Call in and find out who's been making hanky-panky with the nymphomaniacs. Exclusively on your dirt station, 610 WIOD. We have an open line on our out-of-town line, 1-800-944-WIOD. Let's call it that, the out-of-town line, until we call it the Key West line. Well, what do I know? Here's a lady on the turnpike.
This is the lady on the turnpike.
Yes, it is.
We're on our way to Key West.
Yeah?
That's the top down. We like it when the clouds come out because it's not so hot.
Mm-hmm.
And where should we stop for lunch? If we get to Isla Mirada, I heard there's a good place to stop for lunch.
You're asking me? I have never been south. The furthest south I've ever been is like Homestead.
You're kidding.
Or whatever. What's that little place south of Homestead? Florida City or Gould?
Leisure City.
No, I haven't been to Leisure City. I have a lot of leisure time, but I've never been to leisure. I have a leisure suit.
You got a leisure suit?
Yeah. I have no idea.
We've lived in Florida for 10 years, and I have never been to Key West. I've only been far southwest, right? Not south. It's Isla Mirada, and we know nothing about it. We're just going to go down.
Well, I'm sure some goofball will call in the next 25 minutes and give you some, propaganda.
All right.
Feed you a bunch of stuff.
We loved Misery. Loved it.
And I bet you don't have any desire to read the book, do you?
No way.
Good for
Why
you.
waste my time?
Good for you. Thank God. I'm so tired of these pseudo-intellectuals. Every movie you see, the book was better. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Have a great life, you know?
My husband loves your radio station. He leaves it on his radio. He's in and out of the car all day long. Loves it.
Well, thank God for him.
And I tune you in from time to time, and I have to admit I enjoy it myself.
Yeah, even if you do admit it. Well, listen, if you say goodbye, maybe we'll get some calls about that.
All right. I'll be listening to you for about 3 hours more.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm sure Chuck Meyer will just scintillate you this afternoon with that eating professor. He's great.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear anywhere about gland juice or whatever it is.
Okay.
Excrement.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye. Say goodbye already. Say goodbye, damn it. 135 at WIOD. The Star Line's open and the out-of-town line. Those are the two that we're having a little problem with here today. WIOD, please hold. Right now, we want... Hey, listen, you're busy eating in there. We don't want to interrupt your chow time. Why not swish it all down with some Snapple? I'd love another Snapple from Cheryl Sting if she's back from lunch, but she had the door locked up there, Manny. What? She's downstairs? Well, how about her door? Is it unlocked if she's in the... What, it's locked? Well, I want my goddamn Snapple. Look at that. Even my little dog does more than that. What? Oh, jeez. I'm not going to bring you on the air to have a conversation like you do at night with Hank. Have you ever heard the Hank and Manny show at night on this station? God almighty. It sounds like something you hear. Even Piper High's got a better show than that. I'm telling you. Tell him to stop engaging you. He's like worse than Graveline. I think maybe there's something there that we don't know about. Anyway, whatever your story is, swish it all down with Snapple. It's delicious, and I'm so ecstatic now that we have a fantastic amount, an enormous amount of Real Brewed Snapple Diet Raspberry Iced Tea. If you can get your hands on some of this, you'll agree with me. It is the best. It's, just incredible. And if you're about to just dig into a couple of Royal Castle Neely burgers or whatever it is, just wash it all down with some Snapple. It's delicious. It's natural. It has no artificial ingredients, no crap. It's just kind of one of those what you see is what you get products, and that's why it's getting more popular than hotcakes in Jerusalem. Snapple's available at Albertsons, BP Stop and Go, Freddy's Drugs, Rite Aid Drugs, Gardner Food Markets, Doris Markets, Sam's Wholesale, BJ Wholesale, Corner Drugstores, and the place where they used to bring us those mediocre salads. Snapple. Get the Snapple habit and grab it soon.
When she sits around the house, she really sits around.
Did you know there are only 44 jokes in all of stand-up comedy? Hooked on Comics can help you master the art of comic delivery. You'll learn to interact with your audience.
Listen and repeat.
Excuse me, sir, where are you from?
Excuse me, sir, where am I from?
Learn the subtleties of blue humor.
Get the out of here.
Get the beep out of here.
Order now, and you'll get Hooked on Mimics, the tape that teaches you the 3 basic impressions for comedy success. Clint Eastwood.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Jack Nicholson.
Wendy, I am home.
And, of course...
I don't know, Alex.
Jim from Taxi.
I do not know no Alex.
Hooked on Comics and Hooked on Mimics. Order today. Call 1-800-NFG for you.
Okay, I sure will. Boy, do I need another Snapple real bad and we can't break into Cheryl's office. because she's got it locked and is sitting downstairs filling her face. I can't believe that. Thanks a lot, Cheryl. Pembroke Park.
Hello, Neil.
Yo.
That's a first-time listener and a faithful listener to you. I wanted to call you and tell you about that. I listened to Larry somebody at night, and they're using your
Sir,
card.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He broadcasts at night. I don't like him anyway. And he's broadcasting your card, the bridge tender. He butts in every once in a while, but he only uses the end of it. You know, the end of the card.
Larry King?
Ever hear him?
Larry King?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes in every once in a while with your card of the bridge tender.
You're kidding.
Yeah, no, you listeners. Yeah, that's true. Ask some of your listeners.
Okay, we'll check it out. Thanks a lot for the warning. Boy, just stoned out of his mind. 141 at WIOD, Hollywood.
Neil.
Yeah.
Have you watched CNN for the last 24 hours?
Have I what?
Watched CNN for the last 24 hours.
No, sir.
All I've been asking is, has anybody been shot? Has anybody been shot?
Mm-hmm. Well, probably Dan Rather's responsible for it.
I know, the same thing.
They're all in a feeding frenzy, sir. They're all foaming at the mouth, just waiting for a whole bunch of people to get massacred so they can go over and exploit it and scoop up their blood.
And like you see during the war, they have the military experts, now they have the Soviet experts.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, oh, it's great. We got all these experts here. They all got a big, heavy accent, and none of them has any idea what's going on.
All right. And just remember, read the book.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for the good advice. That's it. That's our message for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Read the book. Leave the gun, take the cannoli, and read the book. Even if there wasn't any book written about it, still find the book and read it, because it's always got to be better. Look at that. We got 18 minutes to go. We got 2 open lines in Broward. We got an open line on the out-of-town line. We've just never recovered from the incredible intrusion, the shocking experience. Maybe that pseudo-intellectual clown was right before. Maybe everybody was just hanging on the edge of their seat, you know? Like the whole future of mankind is hinging on... Yeah, right. Like they're going to start nuking us because, Gorby is in limbo somewhere, doing the limbo rock in Siberia. All these people are just so psychotic in Miami. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Neil?
Yeah. How old are you, 6?
No.
Let's go to Coral Gables. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
How you doing?
Hey, pretty good. Speaking about how weird newscasters screw everything up, they had a little goof, on that show, Get a Life. Sunday I was watching Get a Life. I was needing one pretty bad. I have no life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this show, I'm telling you,
was that quick or what, sir? You got to admit, it was pretty quick.
It was great.
Okay.
Excellent. So these 2 stars of the story got upside down in a roller coaster. And instead of sending help, they send these newscast reporters up there to interview them. And when they're begging for help, they're like saying, "Oh, we can't bother helping you. We're too busy with our news."
Right, we got to get this tape back to the station.
Right. And also, but, it was like they were begging him, and the lady says, "We don't have time for you, And the lady's name was Connie. I don't know if that was supposed to be something or not. But anyway, that's all I had to tell you.
Okay.
Out of material.
See
Have
ya.
a good day.
Okay. What was he talking about? 144 at WIOD. I think I know what he meant.
I have no lines.
There's an open line in Dade and the out-of-town line, 1-800-944-WIOD. Up Chuck Meyer for Rick and Suds, who are vacationing this week. Chuck's going to have Rick Riley, Ellis Rubin, whatever his name is. Ellis Rubin at 3 o'clock. I wonder how come Ellis ain't coming in at 2. Maybe I'll stick around. Miami, hello.
Hey, Neil, what's going on,
That's why I
buddy?
came on Tuesday. He knows I got to go to Mommy's today. We're doing it, sir.
You're doing it?
Great. 145 at WIOD, an open line in Dade County, 751-9463, Fort Lauderdale.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
This is a Stranahan Bandit.
Yeah.
Remember from yesterday?
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to call an update about the St. Thomas people. I've updated them from douchebags to rich, snobby assholes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's pretty much it. I just want to say, Dean Schaefer, get over here. I'm dying over here. Thanks.
Okay. Get these kids back to school, please. I'm begging you. God. Send them to camp. Sunrise.
Hello, Neil.
By the way, if anybody thinks it's bad radio I'm eating on the air, if it was good enough for the crazy Russian professor yesterday, it's good enough for me. Yes.
This is Neil Rogers?
I think so.
I don't believe it. I finally got through. I'm a first-time caller.
Great!
Yes. My wife hates it when I talk with you or listen to your show. Oh, don't leave the car. Come here. She doesn't want to talk to you.
Why, what's her problem? She's some kind of a snooty bitch?
I don't know. She won't even listen to you.
Yeah,
Every
good.
time I put your radio station on, she rolls her eyes and she puts her fingers in her ears.
Ooh, well, that's a start.
Yeah, are you sure this phone call is free?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, it was nice talking to you. Thank
Okay, see you. Well, we enjoyed it just as much as she did. Wow, wow, wow. Thanks a lot, Andy, you little slime ball. And he's eating food? Are you letting him eat food? Well, thanks, Cheryl, so much. Cheryl brought me a nice Snapple Diet Raspberry Iced Tea from all the way at the front of the building. Even though we're feeding all these other slobs that are sitting around looking at dirty pictures in Screw Magazine, leave it to Cheryl had to schlep back here with my Snapple, okay, because they're all too lazy. Looking at nude pictures of Hank Goldberg. Fort Lauderdale.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
What is wrong with these callers today?
The worst. Well, it was that we were doing fine, and all of a sudden, Henry the Great came in here with his news operation and destroyed our whole show for the whole 4 hours.
I've never read a book to a movie. Or right, you know what I mean? I always see...
Yeah.
I've never read a book either.
The word, sir, is pseudo-intellectual. In other words, if the movie was great, forget the movie, the book, well, screw them, let them
like
read.
Watching the movie again. Why would you want to do? How many times you want to see the movie? Anyway, I got this real douchebag friend that's into this religion, and I remember he used to have this great thing about what's wrong with religion. I was wondering if you could just rip him a little bit.
Oh, come on. You mean I have to answer the question, what's wrong with fairy tales? Ask him if he believes in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, okay?
Right.
It's a bunch of crap.
Give him hell.
Yeah.
He's coming over here telling me about this and that. I'm like, Jesus. I can't remember what you used to say, but you had it down, and if I only had it on tape.
Where's this from? From the Herald? Radio station WJNO. I mean, you talk about desperate, okay? You talk about how bad this business is. WJNO is offering deposed Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev a new start as a radio talk show host. General Mangler George Mills said the offer was made to Gorbachev in telegram sent Monday to the Kremlin and to a Crimean...
John, so your show was pretty bad today.
Thanks. 154 at W... Hey, listen, I don't care. Killed a good minute. He sounded like he knew what he was talking about. Leave him alone. WIOD.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hershiser against Sutcliffe.
Anal Hershiser?
Anal Hershiser.
Against Mr. Oh boy, what a
Ricky Sutcliffe.
Hershiser can't get past the third inning either. This could be like another 10-9 game tonight.
Hey, listen, he's 5-2 with a 4.11 ERA.
Who is Anal?
Yeah, it's not chopped liver.
I'm sorry. I've seen him a couple of times. He looks desperate. He looks like he can barely get out there.
Well, I just want to say I hope the Cubs kick serious butt.
I'm gonna send a message up there, sir. I'm gonna send a telegram up there and make sure that we get a hold of Steve Stones and see if we can't straighten this thing out tonight.
There you go, pal.
Okay.
And as for all you Mets fans out there, say a prayer because you need it.
Hey, even that won't help at this point. See ya. Only thing they should pray for is that Buddy Harrelson gets lost on the subway and never seen again. WIOD, the Starline.
Enough of the cocky, dirty sucking.
Hey, that might not be too bad, huh? Now, what did I do with that card? Boy, if I lose that card again, actually, it wasn't stolen. I did find it because I got my new filing system with our new rack now.
He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car!
I need help. Okay. Where is he, by the way? Is he wandering around the hallway, reacquainting himself with all these people? I bet he hasn't met the 14 new salespeople we got. In fact, we have a whole new staff of people that are starting to work over in Alachua County selling the show. It's going to be great. That Jim, the new guy we got, he's been spending all his time in Hialeah. WIOD. Hello. I think there's somebody on there, you know. See? Hello. I'm going to put that one on hold. WIOD.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Oh, all right.
Que pasa?
Not too much. Nada.
Not a thing.
Not a damn thing.
So. Well, I guess you were being honest with us, sir. That's what we appreciate, honesty.
Well, could you put me on hold for the lightning round?
Sure. No problem. WIOD.
Howard Stern is God.
Okay, hold on. Was that Robin? Oh, Robin, come on. She sounded a little bit butch. WIOD.
Neil Rogers, enough of the sucking.
Oh!
WIOD.
WIOD.
Neil Rogers, enough of the sucking.
Oh!
In case you missed it the first time. WIOD.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today?
Are you going to interrupt this tremendous flow that we just had? Thank God for you, sir.
Neil, I have a serious question to ask.
Okay, let's
By the way, the
serious.
Dolphin game Saturday was fantastic.
Oh.
These, the fans here.
Sure could have fooled me by the pubic reaction in this town. You think they were ready to lynch the whole team.
The stands were empty on the top, but the funny thing is the fans here are so predictable. It's Miami comes out their first two possessions, interceptions. The fans are booing the team as they leave. We're not talking about even 3 minutes into the game yet.
Nice.
The next series,
booing Marino, no less.
Booing Marino. Then
nice.
The next, the $25 million man. The next series, the defense holds them, and they're cheering. I mean, they're just so it's disgusting. They're
Full
so
of crap. Full of crap.
I thought the game was great. The defense was great. I don't give a.
See, they've been. You don't give a.
I don't give a
leap.
I don't give a bleep about they only had no yards in the first half and 200 yards the whole game. It's ridiculous.
The problem is that these people have been doing the wave so much that it's affected their entire intestinal, gastrointestinal system in their brains.
When they come out with that towel that says "do the wave" and they start getting it was funny. There was a whole section of Marines or somebody in all in white over in the end zone section. And every time the wave started, these guys were so excited.
No, they weren't the Marines. Those are the guys in the white coats.
They were apoplectic every time they did the wave.
You know how they have the planes that go by with those signs, the trailer signs?
Yeah, that says "Boycott Miami."
We ought to buy one for this season for every game that says "Don't do the wave," like in big letters. Don't do the wave.
It's funny. Every time it came to our section, it died.
Yeah.
Because we just sat there. But the question that I have to ask is about Weston. Have you ever thought about living out there?
Suds lives out there. Why the hell would I want to live out there? I'm already far enough west.
Oh, does he live out there?
Yeah.
I know Danny Marino lives out there, and John Offerdahl and some of the other Dolphins. And they're trying to, build this whole community thing. But I just wondered if you ever looked out there or if you thought it was a good area.
Well, Suds lives out there, so I think that speaks for itself.
I didn't know he lived there. It's going to be...
You might want to reassess it.
I have to take serious assessment now.
Because he has to go to Naples to get home.
Well, that 595 is great. Boy, it's a straight shot now.
Yes, sir. It's only about 10 years too late, but better late than never.
Neil, have a great day.
And the same to you, sir, and thanks for ending on a note of stability.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, God, that's all I got to say today, and I'm sure sorry that I had a pretty good time this weekend. I know that gets a lot of you very depressed. Sorry that I missed the game, so I couldn't have been there to boo and do the wave. Anyway, I got to... And then we can all scoot up and down the hallway together. I think I'm playing the scooting lady in a little while. Miami Beach.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I am.
How are you doing?
I'm doing just mediocre to explosive.
Well, I have to tell you one thing. That little piece you do for Charter Hospital, I keep on thinking it's a joke. I'm waiting for the punchline.
Not a joke.
I know it's not a joke, but it sounds like one. I'm waiting for the punchline, and it never happens.
People take shots at you and stuff.
And about the press conference?
Yes?
I feel sorry for that guy who's going over there. They just signed him in today.
Strauss. Well, you know why they're sending him, don't you? He's a Democrat. No, seriously, he used to be the chairman of the Democratic National Party.
Really?
Bob Strauss. So that's the new deal now. Is Bush, before the next election, is going to send all the Democrats over to the Soviet Union. He's going to give them all titles and, and then send them over there, and we'll never see them again.
Does that mean you're a Republican or you're a Democrat?
I beg your pardon?
I hope you're a Democrat.
Yes.
Good.
Trust me. Although we don't have too much to be proud of these days anyway.
Well, we got to stick together.
Right. That's what Ted Kennedy says. And they're all stuck together up there at the compound.
Well, at least we all waited for you, You're worth waiting for.
Well, hey, you say we all, but I got news for you. I sat here and watched the Do you understand how difficult it is to get this town going in the morning? And all of a sudden, every line was lit, and we had those two ladies both ecstatic and overjoyed and jumping up and down and delirious. And all of a sudden, here comes El Presidente. Okay, now I can understand. We carry the first couple of minutes and see if this geek is going to say anything. Okay, because maybe we've got some like important announcement, and naturally we want to get it on because. Not because it's important that the public knows, but because we want to look good, like we really have some clue what the hell's going on, okay? So after he goes on, and we've been in touch, and we're on the phone, and we're sending a telegram, we put a note in the bottle, Bob Strauss is going over there to get a haircut. After that, okay, goodbye. Let's get back to business while we still have a little momentum here. We still got some of these people on the goddamn phone, right?
Enough of this
Not on
talking.
WIOD. No way. No way. Henry and Elaine are doing grab ass in the newsroom in there, and Andy's running around screaming Bud Harrelson is God. I'm telling you, I walked in there, I thought I walked into a nut house. They're all foaming at the mouth and lathered up like in some kind of a sideshow in a circus. God, you have no idea what news people are like. When I was at INZ,
I don't want to know.
no, listen to me.
Okay.
Remember when we had, was it Hurricane, not David, but there was one of the many hurricanes that looked like it was going to be real bad and went up the coast, remember, a few years ago?
Okay.
And I am telling you, those people in that news department were running around. They really need to be in a rubber room. I mean, I'm serious. Oh, what's going to happen? And then there was the thing where we had the Alvarez trial. Remember, the verdict came in, and they found him not guilty or whatever the hell it was. It was not guilty, wasn't it, the Alvarez thing?
Right.
And they thought there were going to be riots all over the city. And Jeff Bray, who's kind of like the news flunky over there at WINS, who's just been kissing butt there for 10 years, he's running around. Seriously, I thought he was going to need to have a shot to calm him down. We need to bring the paramedics in there. And, oh, geez, they're going to burn the city down. And they're running around. I thought, why don't you people just calm the hell down and not create a panic and shut the hell up for crying out loud, you know? And as it turned out, nothing happened. Oh, man, I'm telling you. These news people are just, they love it. They do. They love when there's hurricanes. They love when there's, like, big plane crashes.
Or nymphomaniacs.
Oh, that they really go crazy over. They just want to get their hands on that book. They can't wait to get a hold of those names.
I'm telling you.
So they can ruin all those people's lives.
I know. I had a big argument with my boyfriend. He was telling me, oh, yeah, they should tell us everything. And I'm like,
yeah,
what about the family?
Yeah, wouldn't it be something if we found his name in there, huh? All these phony hypocrites who point the finger at people, you know?
Yeah, right?
Really bothers me. You know, somebody sits on their finger all day, and then at the end of the day, they're pointing that finger at everybody else.
Exactly.
Better check that finger and see where it's been before you start pointing it, right?
I hear you.
You bet.
Well, I have to tell you, I don't want the ghost. I would love to have tickets to the game, but I understand you already gave them away.
They're going.
So the only thing I'm going to ask you for is the bridge tender.
The bridge tender?
Yeah.
The old bridge tender?
Yeah, the old bridge tender.
Okay.
I haven't heard it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm easy.
You are?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Enough of the sucking.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I wanted to talk to you about bridges,
about
cars, and boats that you talked about earlier.
About what?
Bridges, cars, and boats.
No, we're talking about bridges over the causeway, not the ones in your mouth.
I don't have any, my friend.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
Calm down,
Over
sir. Take a
causeway,
deep
fine
breath.
and dandy. Those are regulated by the United Corps of Engineers. You knew that, didn't you?
No.
Well, it is. All bridges over navigable waterways.
See, if I knew that, I wouldn't have been asking, see?
What's that?
I said if I knew the answer to the question, I wouldn't have asked it in the first place.
Okay, well, all I'm saying, sir, is that the United States Corps of Engineers are the ones that regulate bridges over navigable waterways.
Over what?
Navigable waterways.
Yes, sir, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's up to them to decide what time the bridges should not be open to the marine traffic.
Yes? And what time should they not be open to marine traffic, sir?
I'm telling you that they come up with the times.
Well, what is the time?
I believe it's at rush hour times, sir, that they are not open to marine traffic. Other than that, they are open to marine traffic.
So, in other words, any schlep with a boat can come along and back up traffic for 2 miles.
That is absolutely correct, sir.
Well, what kind of a communist bunch of crap is that?
That is not a communist bunch of crap, sir.
Sounds like
You
some
have
kind of
wait,
Neanderthal
hold on a minute,
fascist
sir.
commie pinko
You've got
conspiracy
5,000
to me.
automobiles to one boat.
Right, exactly.
Now, the boat is going to stop for 5,000 cars? Is that it?
No, I think that 50,000 cars ought to stop for one jackass in his boat. I think that's what they ought to do.
Man, you better know your laws, mister, because you sure don't.
That's right.
I suppose you want the damn bridges closed to boat traffic in a hurricane, too.
I want the bridges closed, period, okay? I want them closed. I want the bridge tender to go home and watch MTV and get the hell out of our lives.
In other words, you
I
don't
want
like
those
the boat,
bridges
do you?
closed. Let them use the Julia Tuttle, okay?
You don't
Let them
like-
use
you
the
don't-
MacArthur
you don't like the
Causeway.
boat, do you?
I think they all ought to go on the George Washington Bridge and jump all the bridge tenders. How do you like that, sir?
Well, I don't know about you, but you sound like some stupid, idiotic jerk.
11:32 at WIOD. Let's keep playing those boots just in case. The market, the Dow is up 9.84. It's kind of trembling now. It got a big spurt early this morning. There's nothing like getting a big spurt early in the morning. It was up about 29 points. And now all of a sudden it's kind of like backsliding. It's kind of like drooping over here. You know what I'm saying? So we could probably drop another 50, 60 points today easy. Okay? Here's a mobile in Miami.
Hello, Neil.
Just join hands out there. We'll tell everybody when it's time to jump. Yes.
Hello, is it Neil?
Yes.
Hello, Neil. How are you today, darling?
Okay.
How is your day going?
Butch up, will ya?
What do you mean?
Get with it. Come on.
What's happening, Neil?
Bud load.
Yeah, back in.
Calling, representing the overage people of Florida here, and because they never call. They listen, but they don't call.
Yeah. And I was calling to see if you can give me some free tickets to the Marlin game.
Yeah, I got news for you. There won't be any of those people at the Marlin game.
I would like to go if you gave me some free tickets.
No, they still wouldn't go. Give them some free tickets to the early bird. They'll be going there.
The Denny's.
There you go. Now you got it, the senior citizen special.
Hey, you shouldn't rank on the
There
boys.
are people in this town, sir, I'm not going to mention any names, who are worth millions of dollars, and they have the unmitigated chutzpah to go to Denny's to hop up the early bird senior citizens $1.29 special.
How do you think we got so rich?
Yeah, right.
Hogging the pennies. Listen, you shouldn't be
Hogging
so hard
the
on...
does.
This is true. You shouldn't be so hard on the boys in the newsroom, all right?
The boys in the newsroom
They
make
have
me
to keep-
sick.
they
They're
have
like
to
the
keep
boys
the
in the hood.
They have to keep the hysterical overtone of this town alive,
That's
all right?
right.
They have to react
That's exactly
to
right. They
nothing
have to overplay everything. They saw the numbers at Channel 7 went through the roof with their hysterical, psychotic, jumping bean news. So now we're going to do it over here, too. The sky is falling. That's going to be our the new IDs at the top of the hour. This is your Sky is Falling station, 610 Radio Hysteria.
And traffic, Sky 1 through 100.
Oy vey.
Oy vey is...
Send Richard Lewis to camp.
Anyways, Neil, just wanted to spice up your morning. Have a good day and keep it up.
And the same to you, sir. Bye-bye, Sonny. It's 11:35 at WIOD. We'll have the scooting lady for you a little later on in the show, because it's long. It kills some serious time. We should play it in the middle of some damn newscast, okay? Right in the middle of Chuck Myers News. You know, Chuck puts on a good act, but he's still... In fact, he has Ellis on a 3, so I wouldn't be surprised if 2 to 3 today we have back the eating professor from UM. That was the all-time best. If you missed that yesterday, Rick and Suds have nothing to worry about, believe me. Trust me. The eating professor. Let's get some experts on with a foreign accent. And, of course, who do you think was on first yesterday morning on every one of the morning shows? Henry, pardon me for being a fascist pig Kissinger. Well, I think that maybe Hermann Goering could do good there. Oh, man, he makes my skin crawl. I keep thinking about that book. Was it All the President's Men, or was it The Final Days? One of those, where he talks about how Nixon was crawling around on his hands and knees, and he got him down. They were praying on their knees in the White House. Can't you just see that? Nixon and Henry on their knees together. Barrow, that is. Hey, listen, if you'd like to get a great lunch or a snack or anything... Yeah, have another drink, Henry. Whoop. Bottoms up, Dick. Anyway, what are we talking about? Arnold's Royal Castle. Wayne and Murray over there are just working their brains out to keep giving you the greatest, freshest stuff. I heard Jeff Can't See the Forest for the Trees on our station Sunday morning make an intemperate, idiotic remark, one of many, about how Royal Castle is out of business. Jeff, not only do you know nothing about sports, but also nothing about food. Arnold's Royal Castle is like one of the originals from like 30 million years ago. They've been down here back in 1957, 34 years, 34 million to be exact. And they're still doing it the original way, with that great birch beer served in a frosted mug and those great little Royal Castle burgers. And they've spiced it up a little bit with the Neely Bacon Cheeseburger and the Double Neely, which is 2 all-beef patties with a double portion of grilled onions, bacon, and cheese. And, of course, the Rochester White Hots with that delicious Don and Bob's Like hot sauce that is just fantastic. And those great inexpensive breakfasts. And everything on the menu is made right in front of your eyes fresh when you order it. The sausage patty sandwich, the quarter-pound grilled smoked sausage, hot dogs with lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, relish, chili burgers, grilled cheese and tomato, patty melt, and lots more. And don't forget to swish it down with some of Florida's best Minute Maid OJ or that great birch beer or whatever. Arnold's Royal Castle, they're always open. When you're horny for that good stuff, they're ready for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on Tisha B'Av. They're open at the corner of 125th and Northwest 7th Avenue, just a short stone throw off I-95. So no matter where you are, if you're out there on the expressway, just zip off for a great snack at Arnold's Royal Castle. It gets no better. Okay, now Chuck promises me today that he's not going to pick on the Mets after the first 3 hours. It's at 12:36. Hey, listen, I thought it was pretty good that you actually got a few people who like the Pirates to call after about an hour of trying to get the audience back following the eating professor. That was good. How much did he pay the UM to set that guy up, huh? Plus, we had to send a lunch over. That was the worst part. We had to cater the damn lunch. We have an open line at Broward, 524-WIOD. Let's take a call in, now what is that? Oh, I see. Fort Lauderdale.
Neil.
Yeah.
Hi. I hear that Don Zimmer's going to be taking over for Bud Harrelson.
Uh-huh.
Should be happening just over the weekend.
Right. One thing about Don Zimmer, he brings his own plate.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Carries it wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Don't leave home without it.
Right. That's what Greg Maddox said after last night, after that line drive.
Right.
Don't leave home without it. Have a great day, sir.
Right. Neil.
Yeah.
I'd like to call...
I bet you would.
I'd like to call Russell and Aginaga a big fat
Okay. A Naginaga. Okay, that's the intellect of it. We're putting on press conferences. We got an audience that says Naginaga. We're putting on goddamn press conferences. Man, you news people need serious help, man. You should have seen Henry sitting in there with a bottle under his coat. It was incredible. It was unbelievable. We got 2 open lines in Broward. The Broward people, they're just, they're in the bag. I don't know where the hell they are. 524-WIOD. WIOD.
Yeah, I'm calling from Davie. I'd like to talk about Mikhail Gorbachev.
Okay, call up the light bulb. They'll talk to you about it. 2 open lines in Broward. Let's go. I'm not continuing this show till we start getting some serious action here, okay? I'm getting really ticked off. I was in a great mood this morning. I felt great. Everything was wonderful. We got off to a good start. We had all those women on. We made the 2 ladies ecstatic. They were just going nuts on the phone. They were hopping around like they had St. Vitus dance, like Sally and Penny. And then all of a sudden, in those 10, 12 minutes that we got just jobbed here, WIOD.
Can I talk to Neil?
Maybe. Who's this?
Keith.
Keith? How old are you, Keith?
13.
13. Where do you go to school, Keith?
Crystal Lake.
Crystal Lake?
Yeah.
Isn't that where they had all the murders with Jason at Crystal Lake?
No.
Yeah, it is. Didn't you see Friday the 13th, parts 1 through 100? Crystal Lake. Jason with the hockey mask.
Yeah.
Jason, what's your name again?
Keith.
Keith, if there's anybody holding your hostage right now, if Betsy Palmer's at the door, just say Andre Dawson is God.
What?
So what's up, Keith?
Not much.
Yeah. What did you want to talk about? What's your shoe size, Keith? Keith.
Yeah?
Don't take that other call. It could be Betsy Palmer. Didn't you see Friday the 13th?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Why? Are you some kind of like Neanderthal, Keith?
What?
Or are your parents like goody two-shoes and they won't let you see some real good bloody flicks?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up, Keith? You're on right now. Come on, let's get with it. You're slowing down. Yeah. Yeah. Keith!
I want to say something about the...
Well, wait a minute. Now, wait. Who's this now?
Mike.
Mike? What happened to Keith?
He told me to talk.
He told you to talk. He chickened out, in other words, huh?
Yeah.
Tell him he is the biggest panty waste I've ever seen in my life. Tell him that.
You're the biggest panty waste he's ever heard in his life.
Yeah. Butch up a little, Keith, for crying. Okay, well, it doesn't make any difference. He was on for 2 minutes anyway. He didn't know it.
Yeah.
That's the only way we got him on the air is because he didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pull your pants up, Mike, and talk to us now.
Okay, I want to talk about the guy who keeps answering your phone.
Who's that?
I don't know. We're from Broward,
Yeah.
and he keeps hanging up on us.
Hey, no wonder we don't have any calls here today from Broward. George keeps cutting off all the Broward people. I think it's a commie pinko plot. It's part of the same thing that's happening in the Soviet Union, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, we try to call you, and he just hangs up on us.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think it might have been some of those communist things that were crawling around in the salad the other day. Probably a Fidel Castro plot.
Yeah.
Probably they sent him over here with the athletes when they came back from the Pan Am Games, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope they didn't fly Pan Am. They're still sitting on the ground. So what? Mike.
Well, can you play the Bill and Ted song?
Can I play what?
The Bill and Ted's...
Bill and Ted's Excellent Thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you'd like to get a hold of Bill and Ted's Excellent Thing, wouldn't you, Mike?
No.
Yeah, you would.
Uh-uh.
Would you like to watch?
No.
Okay. Well, listen, go back to having a good time there and tell Keith to butch up a little bit, okay?
Okay, thanks.
See you later. Bye. Okay, all these little kids, man, are getting it out of their system. Oh, let's do this crank here. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. What can we do for you, sir?
I just want to talk to Neil.
Speaking.
Speaking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear a little Dirty Harry Carey. Just started listening to your radio
You what?
station. Just started listening to your radio station recently. I want to hear a little bit of Dirty Harry
What do
Carey.
you mean, you want to hear a little bit of it?
Oh, whatever you got.
Well, how do you know we have it?
My friend.
Your friend what? Your friend what? Sir?
Yeah.
Are the questions too tough so far?
No, I'm sort of listening to another guy.
Okay. Well, listen, here we go. He's back. Okay, that's all we got time for. 12:42. Well, you want to hear a little bit of Dirty Harry Carey. I got to find Bill and Ted. Hey, listen, you asked for it, we give you what you want. If he said I would have wanted to hear the whole thing, I'd have played the whole thing, but he wanted to hear a little bit of it. You know, he's a new listener. Let's start him in slow and break him in. Okay, Bill and Ted. Don't you think we, played that damn thing into the ground already? I love it, but I can't find it. Cart's not bad either. Oh, boy. So food's coming for all the gang here, and I got to go and eat that half-baked stuff that Mommy's going to give me today. She usually comes up with good stuff, but now she's into this diet stuff with gefilte fish and all that boring crap. I can't find it. Bill and Ted, I can't find it. Somebody has misplaced it, but I do have another one in reserve down here somewhere. That's such an important card on the show that we actually have a second copy of it down below just in case some grubber chazer comes along to try to get his hands all over it like Miami's own. If you go out and spend $100, it would at least be nice if you knew what you were watching, okay? He's like the woman that bought that Mary Had a Little Lamb and wound up with Debbie Does Deerfield on the second half of the tape. This guy's got Godfather Parts 1 and 2, which I also have and have had for ages, which cost about $100. And it's like in chronological order, and there's stuff in there that's not in the first two movies. The third one with the last part of it is not on there yet, sir. I hate to break the desperate news to you, but it's not on there. So those of you who are panicking or making a beeline to a Blockbuster near you or your nearest video store, forget it, because it's not out yet. It ain't out yet, okay? As a matter of fact, whatever happened to my copy of Godfather 3 that was supposed to be coming over here sometime? Remember that? Like weeks ago, I was supposed to get my preview copy, one of the first ones off the press of Godfather 3, which I haven't seen yet, which I want desperately. Miami. Hello?
Neil.
Open line in Dade, 751. Yes. Hold on a second. Hold on. WIOD. Hello? Hello? Okay. Line checker on 1. What is it?
How you doing, Neil?
Okay. Hold on. WIOD.
This is a police call from Miami.
What is it?
Call from Miami?
A call from Miami.
Yeah.
You have a call from Miami?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Kevin?
Kevin?
Yeah.
What do you want, Kevin?
Nothing.
Okay, hold on. That was Kevin, by the way.
Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
All right, while we're kicking the mess while we're down and making...
Now, wait a minute. Why do you keep hanging up on Kevin? Is he some kind of little wise ass? What?
Just a punky little kid.
He's a WIOD.
Can I hear the Ann Bishop song, the whole Ann Bishop song?
You want to hear the whole Ann Bishop song?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is it?
Neil, while we're kicking the Mets while we're down, by making up results, don't you remember 1986 when Bill Buckner fielded the ball and won the World Series for the Red Sox?
Went through his legs, yeah.
No, I thought he fielded it.
Yeah. Anyway.
And he's stalking a psycho who wants to make the Chicago Cubs pennant contenders.
There's a little more Dirty Harry Carey for that guy who called before. So what is your story, sir? I get the feeling we're losing control of the ship today. Sir? Are you gone? Okay, he'd be gone, which is probably just as well. We have an open line at Dade. See, we started out with some really neat people on the phone earlier this morning, and they're all gone. And now all we got left is these punky little idiotic kids who are getting ready to go back to school, have to get their last licks in, so to speak, before they go back to be whatever happens to them in school. Okay, whipped into shape, I guess, is the operative term, and it's about time. Man, oh man, send them back, send them to camp, okay, for a couple of days. God almighty. WIOD.
Yeah, I want to talk to Neil.
You're over the age of 10?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, you qualify. Good. Finally, we're starting to get some. You sound kind of boring, too, though. Get that kid back on the phone. Hey, listen, don't get reaped off when buying your next used car. Have it checked out by the pros at Auto Critic. Please, do yourself a big favor. Buying a used car is like buying a pig in a poke. Okay? As Debbie Ellis would say. They have a fleet of mobile vans that will provide immediate and convenient examination of any used car, truck, or van, no matter whether it's on a lot at a dealership, private home, out in Yenamsville, wherever it is. They'll send one of those mobile vans and they'll conduct an unbiased 90-point stem-to-stern, bumper-to-bumper analysis of any used vehicle. It takes only about an hour, and it costs you only $79.95. And boy, and like I've said before, if the dealer or individual doesn't want to let the auto critic check it out, it doesn't cost you anything, and you already know the answer to your questions about that car, like forget it, right? $80 is a pretty damn small investment to save you possibly hundreds or thousands of dollars in repair and grief down the line. So check them out. They will check that car out thoroughly, and then they'll test drive it. They'll look for hidden body damage, repainting, repair work. They'll check the automotive frame, the electrical system, the total braking system, the air conditioning system, the compressor, the cooling system, all components of the front and rear suspension systems, the transmission, the wiring, and like I said, test drive it for you, put it through the whole rigmarole.